Hi viewers, this is Ansel Puri on Spotify with Taza Talks. Today we spotlight Khyati, guiding new moms to lose 10-15 kilos, overcome emotional eating and build a healthier and balanced life. So meet Khyati हमारे Taza Talks के प्लेटफॉर्म पे आ चुकी हैं and welcome मैम. नमस्कार.
Namaskar. Namaskar.
कैसे हैं आप?
I am doing really good. How are you?
I am perfectly fine. तो
Great.
ख्याति जी सबसे पहले tell us something about yourself to our viewers.
So, first of सबसे बड़ा gratitude आपको for giving me this opportunity to be on this
Thank you.
platform. Yes, and I am Khyati. I'm from Mumbai, born and brought up in Mumbai, and I'm a holistic health coach for mothers. I help women, especially new moms, to lose weight, heal emotionally, and reconnect with themselves using a sustainable, holistic approach. So I just don't want them to, look back, but they should feel better and they should feel like themselves again. So that's the reason I've made my signature programs on which I basically work on wellness, mindset, energy, and emotions. And that's how they don't get only weight loss, but they get other benefits also, other magical results also in emotional stability, energy, well being, and overall lifestyle.
Okay. So how you started help new moms with postpartum health?
So I have seen mothers who are smiling in photos, but they are crying at night
Oh,
because they feel lost. Yes. So that time I understood that the mothers are the one who needs healings a lot. Yes. And because after delivery, everyone asks about the baby, but no one asks about the mother. How
mother.
are you? Yes. And that gap was the one which inspired me to help mothers more. And, I can help them for their postpartum care, which is full of nutrition plus rest plus emotional support. So a nurtured mother can always raise a nurtured child, which I believe. And that's the reason the healing begins the moment you start listening to yourself.
Exactly.
That's how I got inspired that let me just focus on postpartum females and help them to build their own identity, which they somehow lose in that transformational journey. Yes.
Okay. So what inspired you to focus specifically on supporting women after pregnancy?
So as I said that, after pregnancy, there are a lot of high and low phases, where females also don't understand that what they are going through. Correct. And as we all know that in school, colleges or anywhere, you are not taught about all of these things.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone says that become a mother, give a child birth, but after that, whatever you're supposed to take care of, not just, there's a weight gain, but that's almost a rebuilding of the identity. It's like almost full transformation, which is, where you feel like that females have lost themselves, they got stuck. Many females have to lose their job as well, or
Mm-hmm.
maybe they take a maternity leave, right? So it depends on how much they are getting the support from their family. And in this whole scenario, I have seen that their identity struggles are a lot, and because of which they shift from being someone to being everything for someone else. So, as I said, that I have been taking care of mothers, new moms. Once a client said that, I forgot what I like. And we just started doing some journaling work, and that changed everything. So that
Mm-hmm.
was the one moment when I got inspired that I am also a mother, and I'm not just a mother, but a whole person who can help others also through my learnings, my experiences, and wisdom. And, I can show them also the blueprint and the path that they can also have a lovely, happy, and healthy life ahead.
Right. So why do many mothers struggle with their identity after becoming a mom? And how can they reconnect with themselves again?
Yes, so it is all about priorities, which I understand that when we females get married, actually it happens since childhood only. That first we take care of parents, then we take care of our husband, then we take care of our husband's family, and then when you get pregnant, you
Mm-hmm.
take care of the child. Correct? In the whole scenario, we forget our own self. So
Right.
that's the scenario where the identity is shifting, but it is gradually happening. It is happening in a very silent way, right? But it will not make any noise. And in that duration, the identity is lost. And it is like after so many years, when you go somewhere ahead in your life where you have no structure, no systems, no processes, no understanding of what I'm supposed to do, how I'm supposed to structure my life, the identity struggle starts.
Right.
That where I am, who I am, what am I doing in my life? And suddenly we understand that, we've lost everything.
Yeah.
So then there's no me time. There are no we negotiate on each and everything, but not with our own self, you know.
Yes.
And that's the reason I want that you remember your own self first, so that you can remember everyone around yourself, around a female who's, a mother who's having the identity struggles.
Absolutely right
Yes.
you are saying, because यही हो रहा है आज की डेट में, जो बहुत सारी women struggle कर रही हैं, वो अपने आप को भूल गई हैं, सेल्फ क्या है वो पता ही नहीं है.
Yes.
Yes. So, ma'am, many women struggle with weight gain after pregnancy. What are the most common mistakes they are making while trying to lose weight?
Mm-hmm. So, what I've understood after the 6 years of experience of my health journey, the health field in which I'm working now passionately, the mistakes what females are making are, first, एक तो crash dieting करना चालू कर देते हैं. That, let me stop rice, roti, and just have, fruits or something like juice, right?
Hmm.
And our body is so magically built up. It's a machine made by God, but it is so miraculous that it has a system in it, right? So we have teeth also, and teeth has some function in it. So if you don't use those teeth for chewing your food, you know, and you skip meals, it is for sure going to raise the cravings and, ignoring the sleeps and sleepless nights and all the side effects which, a female can um, face during this period. So
Hmm.
the major weight loss mistake which I've seen is that first they start crash dieting. Second, they skip meals, saying that, if I eat less, I'll reduce my
I'll
weight.
reduce my weight.
Sometimes they ignore their sleep also because of work pressure or whatever home responsibilities.
Hmm.
Yes. And sometimes they compare themselves with others also. Somebody has done some diet, they've lost their weight and using the same diet plan for themselves also. So it is not necessary that that diet plan will work for them, because every body is individually different and powerful and unique as well. So every body needs a different type of diet chart. Yes. And weight loss is not only about diets, it has many other factors also. It's like sleep, you have to take care of your emotions, your stress, your environment. How are you healing yourself basically? It's not
Hmm.
only by healing by eating balanced food, but it is basically focusing on recovery as well after delivering a baby. So that's how you can work on your hormones as well. You can balance your hormones, and that's how you can get a clear gut also. So these are the major mistakes I've seen that, females start doing it.
Right. So, what is emotional eating and why is it so common among new mothers?
So emotional eating is nothing but, you get triggered. There is a lack of awareness.
Yes.
There is a lack of mindfulness, you know, where we have lost and we have forgotten about the uh, our ancient learnings, Ayurvedic learnings, that you need to eat slowly, you need to chew properly, keep aside all your pressures and tensions and stress, right? So this is very common in moms because we females are by birth, emotional, right? And because of the feminine energy which we carry, right? And that's the reason I've seen that, emotional eating becomes a major issue for females. So it's eating to feel better, not to fuel your whole body.
Mm-hmm.
That's why, because of, sleep deprivation or emotional overwhelm, any relationship issues or any household issues or monetary issues they have, or
Mm-hmm.
maybe lack of me time, leads to emotional eating. So that is basically triggering us. So, for example, however, whatever you've eaten from home, you're full with your eating thing, and you don't have like you cannot eat a single bite also. But after eating that and you go out with your friend to meet your friend and you see your favorite pani puri wala.
वो भी खा
So
लिया.
emotionally you are connected to that road, that pani puri wala, that pani puri, and however full you are with your stomach, still you feel like that, I want to eat that. And
Hmm.
that's how our overeating also happens.
Yes,
So
yes.
that's the main reason which I've said that emotional eating happens because of lack of awareness and lack of mindfulness. So when females will start prioritizing, I think they can immediately replace this binge eating, night binge eating. Night is the time when they feel alone, lonely, and to cover those things emotionally, it's not a hunger basically. It's a feeling that is asking for the attention. And that's how they reduce their cravings by doing night binging or eating whatever they want emotionally they are connected with. Yes,
Right. हाँ वो craving आ जाती है. Right.
correct.
Uh, you use EFT tapping in your coaching.
Yes,
So can you explain what is it and how it helps in healing and emotional healing?
absolutely. So healing is one, EFT is one of the healing modality actually. Okay. And it's a very beautiful modality. It has certain acupressure points on which we need to tap. And that's how we can get away from the physical and emotional pain which is happening in our body. Okay. So EFT is nothing but it is called as emotional freedom technique. Okay.
Okay.
And that has been done by tapping on certain 9 points which are there on our upper body above stomach. Okay. So about navel, there are 9 points which you tap, and by just tapping, and you have to set up a system for it by saying few positive statements. And it has a process where you do release work, where the release work is basically so that you release the pain which you are going through, right? And with that process you can actually overcome with the pain which is emotionally troubling you or was a trauma for you, or maybe it is triggering you a lot. So that's how EFT helps a lot to
Mhm.
heal, not only mentally but physically also, because ultimately if physical pain is there, right, so that physical pain is also connected some or the other way to our emotions. So when we go to the root cause of it, we will immediately find the emotional pain which is happening. Say, for example, I have a legs pain. Okay. And that's happening since few years. And I feel always negative that, ये शायद दर्द जाएगा ही नहीं. अगर नहीं हो पाया ठीक तो मैं चलूंगी कैसे, आगे जाके बच्चों के साथ रहूंगी कैसे. I want to run, play and enjoy each moment with my child. So there is
Mhm.
a negative emotion which is of fear, scarcity,
Mhm.
right? So when you got the root cause of it, you start working on it by doing EFT tappings on the
Mhm.
9 points, and that's how you can release your pain emotionally, and you can heal yourself also.
It really works.
It absolutely works magically. So now
Okay.
it's in my DNA. I just set up a statement and I do that, and the healings are reached not only to me but others also sometimes.
This I have experienced.
Yes.
Yeah. So, ma'am, why is it important for mothers to balance their body, mind, and energy after pregnancy?
So what I feel and I believe is that it's a body, mind, and soul is, and three in one package kind of thing for ourselves, right? So when you balance all of those three things, it's going to impact a lot, not only on females, on mothers, but the whole family also. And that is going to create a home environment also. So a mother's emotional state is dependent on their body, mind, and soul.
Mhm.
So when a mother's emotional state is balanced, the home environment is also balanced. But before going to the home environment, there is one home environment where we stay 24 by 7, and that is our within. That's our soul and mind, right?
Right.
So when you start working on emotional health, not only mind and soul gets balanced, but that impact is shown on the body also.
Hmm.
And that's why it is said that, a calm mom will always have a secure child. And a stressed mom will always have an anxious environment around as well.
Right.
I would just like to share here one technique. I can say that a small tool that whenever you want to check in your emotional health, okay? Sometimes you are not feeling good and emotionally you are disturbed or distracted. You're feeling irritated, frustrated, angry, anything. You can just ask yourself that what am I feeling right now?
Okay.
And the answer what you get is basically the answer which will heal not only yourself, but also many other factors around you and especially your family also. Because then you have spoken to yourself, you know that what am I feeling. Because बहुत बार ऐसा होता है, झगड़ा हुआ है हस्बैंड के साथ, राइट, एंड इमोशनली खाने पे गुस्सा निकल रहा है,
हाँ, ये तो होता है।
एंड फैमिली को दिख रहा है कि इसको खाने से प्रॉब्लम हो रही है बिकॉज इट बिन सेड आज मुझे ये सब्जी पसंद नहीं है, क्यों बनाई आपने, दूसरी कोई सब्जी बना लेते, राइट। बट जब देखने जाए तो पता चलता है कि लाइक गुस्सा किसी और बात का है और निकल रहा है कोई और बात
किसी
पे,
और बात पे, राइट।
right? So that's how there are many such incidents which keeps on happening, and moms unknowingly knowingly becomes stressed.
Absolutely right. So could you share one inspiring transformation story from your clients?
I would definitely love to share. I can share it from my clients also, and I can share it of my own self also. That after being into a postpartum phase, it was a COVID time, and we had to leave our home. I had to stay at my mom's house. My husband was staying at his house. So there was, issues with challenges with all areas of my life. And I was so emotionally down that affected my mental health as well as my physical health also.
Okay.
So I was always a bold, confident, and motivated person. And that was a time when I was into a low energy because of the postpartum depression. And when I started doing few techniques like meditation, affirmation, journaling, writing truth letters, and Ho'oponopono, and a lot of other things, I actually helped myself to heal. And that's how I could take care of my emotional health also, because I started spending time with my own self, and it took me 3 years. I used to have sleepless nights, anxiety attacks, my PCOD issue, my irregular periods, looking very old, my facial structure was different, my behavioral patterns were different, and a lot of other issues used to come up. But the time I started checking up on myself and taking responsibility of my own self, I started prioritizing myself, and my why was very clear. I actually started transforming my life. And the same thing I would like to tell you about one of my client as well, where my client has a habit of stammering. Okay.
Yes.
And she took my 30 days weight loss challenge, and she could not lose much of weight, and it was not a concern also for her to lose weight, but her concern was to have a healthy lifestyle, adopt a healthy lifestyle. So by the mid of the challenge only, she told me that the small tips, the small changes which I asked her to make in her life, not only changed her health life but her family life also. And she said that now the routines and rituals which I've told her to follow, just by working on her mindset and emotional quotient, I saw that her family also adopted the changes and they are living now a healthy life.
Okay.
So
Great.
it not only changes the health, but it also improves the relationship also. And that's how, not only a female, but whole family gets healthier.
Good. Wonderful.
Yes.
So what are your top 3 tips for new moms and who want to start their health journey?
So the top 3 tips for new moms, I would say start with the small routines, because, as a mom, it's always, where we are busy, right? So I would say first start 2 minutes breathing from day one. I would say the time you are watching this podcast. So I would say in the morning, you can, whenever you wake up, first thing, just 2 minutes do breathing. Just inhale and exhale. Keep it as simple as you can, because then only it can be consistent in your life, right? And the second one is 5 minutes of movement. Just shake your whole body. Whenever you feel low, just get up and shake your whole body. Start jumping, a little bit of walking and stretching. That's enough for 5 minute movement. And the third tip is that always be grateful. So 3 minutes they can just do a great gratitude journaling, where they are grateful for whatever they have in their life in spite of busy schedule or whatever challenges they are going through. But be grateful for whatever you have, so that in return you get whatever you want in your life. And that's how by starting small things, small tips and actions, they can stay consistent also. So what I understand is you don't need time actually if you're busy. You need intention.
राइट, वो तो है, इंटेंशन के बिना तो हम कुछ कर ही नहीं सकते.
बिल्कुल नहीं. So
नो
जब
ऑप्शन.
intention होगा तो आपका focus भी रहेगा. You'll set priorities also. And I feel that females don't set boundaries. You know, we don't say no जहाँ पे हमें बोलना चाहिए no. And that's the
एब्सोल्युटली.
reason we start taking granted not only by others but हम खुद को भी लेने लगते हैं sometimes.
यस. So what
Yes.
is your vision for the future and how do you see women becoming stronger through health and self-care?
So through health and self-care, I would say that the vision what I carry, what I want for women to feel is that one becomes stronger. You know, we are born creators, and if once woman decides she can do anything, if we can create and give a birth to a child,
Hmm.
we have a power to do each and everything in our life. So nothing is impossible, and impossible
Absolutely.
itself says that I am possible.
Correct.
So when you are strong, automatically the confidence gets built up. And that's the second thing. What's my vision that, I feel that all females should be confident and at the same time they should be peaceful as well. So that when the mind is calm, they can heal also and they can heal the generations ahead also.
Correct.
So that's what gets passed on to the generations and generations. However, however you are healed and the way you carry yourself. So I would say just, don't live an ordinary life. At least dream about the extraordinary life and start taking actions on it.
Correct. So let's do one rapid fire round.
Sure.
Okay. It's coffee or green tea?
It's green tea because it has calm energy.
Fitness or meditation?
I would go for meditation because mind leads everything.
Healthy home food or cheat meal?
I would go for healthy food because that's a self-respect which is shown for your own self, I feel.
Correct. Morning workout or evening walk?
I would say morning workout because that's going to set up your whole day.
आप करती हैं?
Yes. And if you do it in the morning, उसके बाद है ना वो अभी कर लेंगे करने करने में नाइट चला जाता है, डे चला जाता है, and then you feel like कल से पक्का.
हाँ, ये तो होता है.
So for that, I would recommend that you can read the book Eat That Frog, which is a very beautiful book, which will tell you that पहले सुबह जो भी बड़े and time consuming वाले task है वो पहले कर लो. And
Right.
छोटे छोटे task आप बाद में रखिए afternoon.
So yoga or gym?
No, I do yoga and strength training at home only because I have my own whole setup of online business from home.
Okay. One
Yes.
word that defines motherhood.
One word.
That defines motherhood.
So motherhood is unconditional, I would say. One word. You
Absolutely
know,
right.
a mother decides anything and she can reach to any heights. She can just reconnect to herself anytime. So it's unconditional.
Absolutely right. So one habit every new mom should adopt.
One habit I would say just prioritize yourself. That's the one habit I would say. Because as I said that, we lose our own self in the journey from childhood to becoming a mother. So reconnect with your own self so that, the better things will get attracted to you more. And that's how you will not lose yourself.
Your biggest motivation in life.
My biggest motivation in life is my son.
Oh,
So he has given me a lot of inspiration the time when I was into postpartum depression and a few suicidal thoughts used to come and a lot of things used to happen with me. I just used to remember my son's face and he had become an inspiration for me that, for him, I have to live my life. And that motivated me to now grow more and more.
how old is he?
He's turned 6 now on 6th April.
Okay.
Yes.
So success for you, peace or achievement?
So for success, I would say peace.
What is the one belief about motherhood that you think society needs to change?
One belief, I would say that, that good mothers have to sacrifice always. they have to sacrifice everything. So that's one belief I would like to change, because ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं है that mothers को ही sacrifice करना.
Hmm.
So no good mothers can take care of themselves too. It's nothing as such. इसको selfishness नहीं बोलते हैं, इसको self care बोलते हैं, self love बोलते हैं. So अगर अभी तक नहीं हुआ है आपके यहाँ पे, then you be the one who's change maker, I would say.
Right. So, if a mother listening today wants to start her healing and weight loss journey with you, what would be the first step of yours?
So if somebody wants to start with me for their weight loss journey, I would say start small and start today, now. कल करेंगे सो अब करेंगे सो कल करेंगे सो आज, and आज करेंगे सो अब. So just start with small actions, keep yourself hydrated first. You move your body, because our body is meant to move a lot. Okay. And the third is that just sit with your own self, that what you want in your life. So your why has to be very clear, so that, it can lead to the goals what you want to achieve in your life.
Absolutely, हमें पता है हमें क्या चाहिए, तो definitely we'll move ahead. So, one message you would like to give to every woman and new mother?
One message to every woman and mother, it would be that
New mother.
it would be start before you feel ready, हम ready हो जाएंगे and then I'll start, ऐसा नहीं होता है. You have to be ready before you have already felt, so it's like I have learned through my mentor that, version 1 is always better than version none. Yes. So just start without thinking, हमें लगता है बहुत ओवर थिंक करते हैं, बट नहीं रिक्वायर्ड है. हम दूसरों के बारे में भी हम ही सोचते हैं, तो अगर हम वो सोचेंगे तो बाकी के लोग क्या करेंगे, राइट? सो जस्ट डोंट फील दैट यू हैव लॉस्ट योरसेल्फ. यू आर अ गुड मदर एंड अ गुड ह्यूमन बीइंग. अगर आपने बर्थ दिया है, यू हैव अ ब्लेसिंग that you have got a God's gift to you. So just start before you are, you feel that you are ready for it, I would say.
Absolutely right. So, Khyati ji, how can people approach you directly for your services? आप कहाँ किस platform पे हैं?
So right now I'm on a platform of Instagram. Yes, they can approach me from there also. So my Instagram handle is khyati.momhealthcoach. So they can ping me there. They can DM me there. They can follow my account as well, so that they start getting all the updates about how they can improve their health life also. So that's the one place where they can start reaching me.
Okay, wonderful. So it was really incredible conversation with you. And definitely viewers, एपिसोड रिलीज होते ही लिंक शेयर कर दिया जाएगा और लिंक्स के नीचे ही ख्याति मैम के लिंक्स आपको मिलेंगे. यू कैन डायरेक्टली अप्रोच हर एंड स्टे ट्यून. थैंक यू वेरी मच. थैंक यू.